My 20s was so much fun. Having left to go overseas and discover the world, I found my independence and the world at my feet. I was gone for 7 years, meeting some amazing experiences and meeting amazing people as well. However, eventually reality sets in, and in my late 20s, I decided it was time to go home and settle down, whatever that was actually supposed to mean. Settling or adjusting back home wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. For example, the conversations had turned from the hottest travel destination or the newest nightclub to things such as weddings and marriage and childcare waiting lists. I looked around and I'd somehow landed in couple land. Now, I didn't mind being somehow like a couple land. I actually didn't mind being on my own. So when a friend suggested to me that we go speed dating, I said definitely no. Wasn't that just for the ugly and desperate people? However, I did find myself in this modern day Noah's Ark, which was exclusively for twos, so I agreed to go along. But on two conditions. One, that we didn't tell our mutual friends, and that we had a drink before we went. She happily agreed. So on the night, we ventured to the venue, which was a bar in the city. We were greeted by a guy in his early 30s. He had a friendly smile and a cheeky wink. And he said, "Hi, girls, welcome to tonight's speed dating event. Not everyone has arrived, so head to the bar and get some champagne." Now, he was the host, and clearly he got the job because of his boy band good looks. It wasn't too long until we'd all gathered around to work out how the night was going to eventuate. There will be 16 conversations. They will go for 5 minutes each. Girls will remain seated and boys will move around at the sound of a bell. You take a card and a pen, and if you like that person, simply tick the box and you'll be connected via email the next day. The next 1.5 hours was a whirlwind of me talking about what I did on the weekend and what I did for work. So yes, I do like to do yoga. Yes, I do like long walks on the beach. Yes, I do like to rob banks. Okay, so maybe that wasn't part of it, but actually the night ended up being a lot of fun. Afterwards, the champagne continued to flow, so we went back to the bar and hung out with the guys that we actually wanted to spend more than 5 minutes talking to. At that point, the host caught my attention. He'd joined us. Now, I figured I'd just spent the last hour and a half talking to 16 random guys I'd never met, so why not make it 17? We locked eyes and started a conversation. Now, at this point, you might be thinking that this sounds like the great movie plot. Girl goes to speed dating event expecting to meet the man of her dreams. In a strange twist, she meets the host, they fall in love and live happily ever after. Well, let's see. I was a little bit skeptical, though, of this good-looking guy being a host for speed dating events all around the city. I'm sure his motivation wasn't pure. Despite my better judgment, though, we ended up kissing that night. The next morning, I woke up with a sore head and a fuzzy memory of the night before. There was champagne, there were 16 guys, there was the host. Oh no, there was the kiss. Oh well, I'm never going to see that guy again in my life. And besides, I was looking forward to the email connections I had. In fact, I'd already got my first one from a guy named Matt. I remember Matt, I really liked him. I replied to his email and was about to press send when another email from him popped up. I read the email which said that he only got dragged along last night because there was an uneven number of guys to girls. The reason he got dragged along is because his best friend is James, the host. Now he was asking for my permission to give him my email address. So here I was in a dilemma. I liked Matt, but if I went on a date and it worked out, then his best friend is James, and would that be awkward at future events? But then if I chose James, I really, would I be wondering what would have happened with Matt? Now, I went along to this speed dating event not that sure if I wanted to join Couple Land. I most certainly did not want to be joining Threesome Land. So with that, I decided not to contact any of them, and I continued enjoying my own single land. Thank you.